Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. I'm currently in Gunning. I drove here last night after work. I'm on my way to Albury, where me and all the Oz HPV riders are going to gather and just do a little social ride over the long weekend coming up. The campground at the showground is just here, and they've put a new toilet block in. I normally stop down at the pub for dinner, and they do like one of the best steaks you'll ever have. So I slept in my van last night just here. Going to drive the rest of the way down to Albury today and do a bit of sightseeing once I get there before everyone arrives sort of around 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock this afternoon. So it's going to be a good weekend of social rides and sightseeing down in Albury. So right now I'm just going to go find somewhere to have breakfast. I've got some fruit and stuff, but I normally have cereal, so I'm craving cereal. Don't know what the next town is, probably, can't remember, but we'll look on maps and see where the nearest place is that actually has some like cafes and stuff. Gunning's got a cafe, but I'll stop in there, see if they've got anything this morning, if they're open. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just hit the road. So I've arrived in Albury, just parked my car, and the thing that I do whenever I go visit a new town is go to the Botanic Gardens, which is in there. So I'm going to do that and then see whatever other sites there are around town, and then head over to the caravan park where everyone should be by now, because we're doing a ride at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So you know we got to look for a Wallamite pine. Hopefully they've got one, but we're going to ask one of the workers here if they do. Oh, I see it. Easily spotted. Beautiful spot. A few big conifers. Can't go past a conifer. They look and smell amazing. There's some pine cones on it. They got a children's garden over here. Let's see what's in here. Little bamboo forest. Oh, a steel drum. And a water pump. Fresh out of water. You think they'd have water, seeing as the Murray River's right over the other side of town. A little polluted pond. A dragon castle themed toilet. That's pretty cool. And a little veggie patch. Another Wallamite pine. This one's massive. Almost as big as the one down in Melbourne. That's probably a good location for it, very sheltered. Wonder if they've got any more. What do we got here? A Norway spruce. and a cedar from Lebanon. Small little river in the middle. Let's go ask these workers if they've got any more wallamais. Yes, for Japanese cedar, that's what I want to get. I want to buy one of them for home for when I get some land, create my own botanic gardens. There's another one over here that I wanted to check out. I did just speak to one of the gardens and they said they only got 2. So they've got one in a cage and then one in a kid zone, which is actually really healthy, amazingly healthy. So they tend to plant them in open areas, which is not the best spot for them. The one in Wagga Wagga, that was really good. That was healthy because it was in a valley. But the ones down in Melbourne and stuff, like in the Melbourne CBD gardens, they're not that healthy because they're planted in the middle of a open field. But you know, if you want to show it off, that's what you got to do. There's a bunya pine. These are huge. Monstrous trees. Well, it looks like I'm early because no one's here, not even Dom, who's always early. So I guess I just got to wait till we get in. So Dom's only 3 hours away. So I was just having a chat to the boys at the caravan park. They seem to be nice dudes. So I'm just going to drive out to the dam, which is where we're going tomorrow. Just have a look at it because, you know, I love a dam. Been to every single dam that I've stopped at, just like I stop at the botanical gardens. So yeah, gonna drive out there. It's about a 20-minute drive out. Well, I've arrived at the Hume Dam. It's a very nice looking spot. Looks like they've got hydropower here and they're releasing at the moment, so we can go have a look at that. According to Google, it's 1 kilometre wide from here to there, and then it's 10 kilometres long around that corner, which is pretty bloody huge, enough to sail on and do water activities. There's an observation deck down there, but I'm going to have a look from the top of the dam. Seems to be a similar height to mangrove by the looks of it. So it's not that windy on the top, but as soon as you go to the edge, it's absolutely blowing a gale. This wall is doing a lot. And look, a bee. What are you doing? See ya. Looks like we've got gates here with meter markers. And 4 outlet pipes absolutely pumping out. Wonder how many kilowatts we're making with that. It's an eagle. Uh-oh, I'm crossing to Victoria. Victoria. It must have been, oh yeah, I just crossed over. I can feel, I feel dirty now. Not in New South Wales anymore. Yuck. This is a pretty cool dam. And that is a lot of dirt used as a retaining wall. I wonder if it was construction. I wonder if it was constructed or if it was natural. I highly doubt it. Let's have a look over here. Oh, there's another sign. This is the same thing as the other side. Oh, yeah, here's the wind. What's in here? Oh yeah, those are gates to hold the water back. Oh wow, it is windy. If I knew how to sail a boat, it'd be pretty cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, this dirt and this wall goes all the way around there, and then it comes back to that point there. So on Google, from the other side to that point there is the width of the Murray River, like the basin which it's in. And they've created a dam from there, and then once they've finished the dam, they have literally just built dirt the rest of the way to hold the water back, because they don't need a dam that's a kilometre long, they only need 300 metres. So this is one hell of a feat of engineering to put all of this dirt and rocks to retain the water back. That's pretty cool. Because there's no other way to do it, because like, unless you pick a narrower section, which there is none because it all flattens out from here, you've got to pick a section where it's the narrowest between the 2 points, and this is probably it right here, which is why they built the dam. And then it just goes 10 kilometres up there. Like, that's huge. Australia is literally amazing. There's so many cool places to visit. Dom arrived just then. We picked our site. There's caravans, and we're over here on the unpowered site. Little buddies next to each other. A few more people still to turn up, so just gonna have a shower, freshen up because I haven't showered in like a day and a half. I'm all sweaty and yuck from just existing, and then probably wait for Randall to arrive, and then go out for some dinner. I did pack my tent in the car, but I'm probably just going to sleep in the back because it's pretty easy. It's like in between both of my bikes. Bought my mountain bike and my recumbent. And it just saves setting the tent up because the tent doesn't have the self-supporting structure. It's got pegs. Like if you don't put the pegs in, it doesn't stand up. It's one of those styles, so it's annoying. And I'm probably going to buy like a single one that's self-standing, just so I can go on my own and don't have this huge 2-person tent. Yeah, it's comfy in the back, and it'll probably be a little bit warmer as well. Keep the noise out because the highway's like literally on the other side of those trees. That was a good shower. Can't ask for much. $15 a night, but warm water and you know, somewhere to hang your clothes up. What more could you need? Sunrise over here, Saturday morning. Just charging my phone at one of the powered sites. Gonna have something to eat, and then we're gonna go right over to the hotel where Randall and Steve are staying, and then we're gonna go ride to the group meetup with all the local riders at about 8:30, because the ride starts at 8, and we're gonna ride up to Monument Hill, I think it was called, the highest point in Albury, have a look at the view, and then ride back down to a cafe, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to go for a little ride along one of the rail trails here. It's pretty cold. It's 4.9 degrees according to the Weather Zone app. I've got layers on at the moment. I slept pretty good, but my my sleeping bag, it's 50 centimeters wide at the bottom and 80 at the top, and like I like to sprawl with my legs, like fully sprawl, and like when I can't move my leg, it's like quite claustrophobic feeling. Like I get real anxious and jittery in my sleep. So I think I might have to modify that. The zipper has 2 zips, one at the top and one at the bottom, so you can slide the zipped part wherever you want. So what I'll do is I'll just slide that all the way to the top, and then hopefully I can build, this is when I get back home, I can just sew another zip into it and then have like an extension piece that I can sew into it. Just so I've got a little bit more sprawl room in my legs, because I didn't think of that when I was buying a sleeping bag, but even the good ones don't have that much room. They're only like 80 centimeters wide, which still isn't enough. So yeah, I'm going to have to definitely extend that out. But it was warm and I slept pretty good. Alrighty, I am officially freezing. Just going to pump the tyres up. Dom's got his bike, and then we're ready to roll out in about 10 minutes. Just climbed to the top of Monument Hill. City down there. It's probably about 70-metre climb. Nothing too exerting. Oh, the stairs going all the way down. Another building down there. It's like Canberra. Well, we finally made it onto the rail trail after 6 kilometres of stopping every 2 seconds for a road crossing or directions where to go. Riding a recumbent in city is just not fun. Stopping and starting and stopping and starting, and then my pedals overlap my wheels, so I keep having to unclip and my pedals clash on my wheels. I go full lock. But we got 42 kilometres until Tallangatta, so we're just gonna cruise on here for the next couple of hours, and hopefully there's not too many things like this, like areas in Mount Gambier where there's a road crossing every 2 seconds. Well, that sums up today's ride. Just had a shower, eaten some fruit. Circus is going off. We may have time to go see it, and it looks pretty good. They got acrobats and stuff, and motocross and all the juggling and stuff. It looks pretty sick. I didn't film much today because the rail trail was really rough. It was like dirt road the most of the way, and there was a lot of starting and stopping and not enough space to get my phone out and film. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be on my mountain bike, because we're going to go the rest of the rail trail tomorrow all the way out to somewhere, can't remember. So we're going to go the rest of the way tomorrow, so it'll be a lot easier on the mountain bike. We are back on the rail trail. It is Sunday and it is pretty overcast. it's probably going to stay at like 15 degrees the whole day. I'm on my mountain bike today because it's mostly gravel the whole way and I don't want to crash. The road out here was the perfect recumbent road. Unfortunately, there's no point in riding my recumbent because we're going to end up on the rail trail. But today, that means I can film a lot more because I can go hands-free, unlike my recumbent, which you can barely cross your hand over to pull your sleeve down. So there's going to be a lot of footage of me doing this and that, and then that of the countryside. So the bit that we rode yesterday, that was like the most boring part of a rail trail. It was just through the bush and following the road. But this part here, from here onto Tallangatta, or however you want to say it, is all the way along the Hume Lake. So there's going to be lots of footage of the waterways. It's a little bit harder for me to ride this thing because I'm just catching the wind compared to the aerodynamics of Randall's low racer with a tailbox on it, or Dom's mid racer with a tailbox on it. But it'll give me a good workout, and we're just going at a cruising pace, so not too much of a worry. Less than a minute into the ride and there's already a glimpse of Lake Hume. It's a bit foggy, so there's not much to see out there, but it's 10 kilometres long, 1 kilometre wide, and 33% bigger than Warragamba Dam, which is absolutely monstrous. So that's a large body of water. "17 kilometres. It's been like this the whole way, so technically I could have ridden a recumbent, but you know, I actually lost one of the foam pads yesterday, so my ass would have been a bit sore by the end of the day. The little bridge coming up. About 10 kilometres till Tallangatta. We're at Huon now. If it wasn't such a foggy day, you could see the hill line like out there, all the way up there. Barely see it here, but yeah, the scenery would be amazing if it wasn't so foggy. Maybe it'll blow over this afternoon on our way back. We'll just see. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's so smooth.
You actually get to see it. I have to sort of like keep my eyes above the railing. Randall, he's bugger all. Except the railing.
It's a long way to jump off, but I reckon I would. Probably 10 metres. Heck of a swim back to shore though.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice road. Yeah.
wonder if there's a Strava segment for this. Definitely gonna have to break it on the way back. Do we want to stop and have a look? We're only a few kilometres out from Tallangatta, and you can see that the river is narrowing, so we're coming to the end of that. The fog is also clearing a little bit off this end. Beautiful countryside. Well, we've arrived in town. Just gonna finish off the end of this trail and go find somewhere to eat. Gonna go to Old Tallangatta. Apparently there's some historical buildings there. Historical. Yeah. It's not as big as Tallangatta. And Randall's not feeling up to riding back because he's just had surgery on his heart. And what I'm gonna do is maybe ride the freeway back so I can get there earlier, as quick as possible. 45 k's should take me 2 hours instead of 3. What is it? Oh. Yeah, then I'll drive my van and come pick him up. Clouds are starting to burn off now. Look at this view. Oh, unbelievable. We got another little bridge. Minta River. That is unbelievable. I just hit some poo. Oh, how good is that? Smells like cow poo and farm. Coming into town now. Old Tawangada. There's about 7 kilometres to get here. Ladder factory. That's a strange factory. Someone's got their chimney going. How's the mountains? Oh, there'd be so much exploring to do around here.
Open this up to the public, huh?
Break and enter. Uh-oh.
Put a museum sign out the front. Easy.
Yeah, nice. So as you can see, I was just at the Bradman Museum. That's in Bowral. That's the Bradman Oval back there. So yesterday we finished off with me cycling back as hard as I could back to Albury, so I could pick my car up, go pick up Randall at Tallangatta, and then drive him to his car because he just couldn't push the rest of the way back, which is fair enough. So yeah, we did that, went out for dinner, and then this morning I left early to drive back because I've been to the Cootamundra Bradman Museum. That was where he was born, but this is like the International Cricket Museum. So checking that out, just finishing that up, and now I'm going to drive back home. Hello, did you miss me? Hello, Nubby. Well, I made it home safe and sound. Nubby missed me very much. Hope you enjoyed that episode. There'll be many more like that to come in the future as I lead up to Battle Mountain, and as we head into competition, I'll be filming every single day and posting over in America. So look forward to that in a couple of months' time. 11 weeks is at the start of this week, actually. So thanks for watching. See you next time.